Good morning and welcome back to another Snowy M's adventure. Well, I don't know if you watched my last video, but if you remember, I did say I wanted snow, and by goodness, I've got it.
To whoever may need this nugget of encouragement, things will be alright, so quit your worrying. I get it, the odds seem stacked back against the wall, but even consider it such, no, you'll stand tall. Sat and watch from the sidelines, one too many times, wicked games to play, make me wanna lose my mind. Found solitude, knowing it'll be over soon.
So it's Friday in January, and I am on a day's holiday today because the snow's on the hills, and I know it's going to get warmer next week, and chances are the snow will be gone by next weekend when I'm off. So I've got some holidays to use, so I put a holiday in. And what a morning I've got this morning. I've parked up at Hartside at the top of Ingram Valley, and I've sort of got a rough, as usual, idea of where I'm going. But we'll see what happens when we get up onto the tops and the state of the snow. It's very, very icy. I've come prepared. I've got my micro spikes if I need them, my poles. I've got thermals on. There's not much wind, so the wind chill should be okay, and I'm looking forward to it. Lovely to be out in the snow. So I'm just coming along the valley from Alnham Farm. I'll have to check what this burn, I always forget what this burn's called. I've done it many times before. Shilmore is over there in the distance, and it's just so peaceful. So peaceful. I'm just taking my time today because, as I said earlier, it's very icy. When I get further up, I may have to put my micro spikes on, but we'll see. Beautiful. So peaceful.
May need this nugget of encouragement, things will be alright, so quit your worrying. I get it, the odds seem stacked back against the wall, but even consider it such, no, you'll stand tall. Sat and watch from the sidelines, one too many times, wicked games to play, make me wanna lose my mind. Found solitude, knowing it'll be over soon. Ever need a boost, count on me for the 1-2. Trouble don't last when the tough get going. Baby, all we do is win, so show me my opponent. Adversity, doubt, stress, could care less.
Is Shankburn and Forburn, and the two meet in the middle. They come down from Hewitley Shank, and they meet on the way down this valley. And we are heading up this track here, and we're going to skirt around the side of Shilmore, and I think I'm going to head down to Low and High Bleakhope.
Show me my opponent, adversity, doubt, stress, could care less, cause how we handle those like an S on our chest. Super proud of how we held it down on the way up. Can't wait for our day to ball, this is a layup. Nobody ever said this would be easy, but trust when I say that you got it. I know you've been looking for a breakthrough, trying our best to make do. Every day is something new, but change gon' come, oh yes it's true. Brighter days are straight ahead. Follow me, won't be misled. Just look up, don't hang your head, and we'll get to the promised land. Somebody loves you, please don't forget such. Take your time, no need to feel rushed. We gon' shine somehow one day. Word to O'Shea, today's been a good day. Don't let one bad apple spoil the tree. The fruits of our labor seem ripe, can't you see? A little insight so they'll never dim your light. Been wrong for too long, this here feels so right. Leave your fears in the rear view right now on the mission.
Come from down there, and we've walked along the bottom of the burn, and then up and followed the track, which is extremely icy. Another alternative to get to Low and High Bleakhope is to follow this track along here in front of Ritto Hill. It goes in between High Cantle, Ritto Hill and Shilmore, and there's a tarmac road that goes all the way down to Low and High Bleakhope. Possibly might come back that way dependent on how far we get today. I set off late this morning, I think it was about 11ish. So obviously I've got my head torches and bits and bobs just in case it's dark, because I think the sunset today, if the cloud stays away, will be absolutely stunning on the hills. Rollo is having the best time. So I just want to, I don't like to get involved with slaggings off and things on YouTube. However, after Andy put his video out from our wild camp at the weekend, he got some stick from someone about the dog, and how unfair it was for the dog to be out in the tent in those conditions. Rollo's my dog, you know, and anybody that knows me would never ever put my dog at risk in the cold, the wet, the conditions, the weather conditions, anything like that. My dog lives a very happy life. He's a rescue dog, and anybody that's followed us on YouTube and Instagram knows I rescued Rollo a couple of years ago from the dog shelter, and he's my companion, he's my hiking companion. He's been across Scotland with me, and I would never ever put him at risk. Simple as that. I felt like I needed to say something on here, and then I'll say no more about it. You know, it's quite sad that people feel the need to do that, and I get that somebody may have been concerned for my dog. He was on a thermal mat. We had the Queezer quilt for him if he needed it. There was also a sleeping bag liner that he was sleeping on, and a footprint. Yes, he'd slid down and his bum was on the cold, but he moved. He's not stupid. If he's cold, he'll move. He also had the option of getting in the tent with me and Andy and being on the mat, although he does burst mats, does Rollo. But yeah, my dog was absolutely fine. Labradors are very hardy. Rollo's very hardy because he's outdoors all the time with me in all sorts of weather conditions. And you know, if it was so cold, if it was really cold, he would have had a jacket on. He would have had you know, his own sleeping bag. Like I said on a couple of comments I made in my defence, you know, humans are soft. We're used to, you know, things like central heating, log burners, things like that. Dogs are a little bit more hardy. Yes, there is a certain limit, -7, that you don't want to be taking your dog out sleeping overnight. It wasn't -7, it was nowhere near that. We were cold because we're soft humans. He was absolutely fine, and like I say, he was lying on a thermal mat which keeps him warm, and he was very happy. If he's cold or if he's distressed, he whimpers, and I know that because he has been cold when he's come out of the river sometimes, and I have a fleecy blanket that I put him in. Dogs will whimper if they're unhappy. He wasn't whimpering, he was outside playing in the snow. So yeah, my dog is absolutely fine, and if anybody disagrees with that, I suggest you call the RSPCA. Right, that's enough of the negativity. I don't like negativity on my channel, and that's it. Okay, ta-ta for now. So we're just coming along the side of Shilmore, and I just thought I'd show you the lovely view of Hogden Low over there. I've been up there. That was one of my earliest YouTube videos. Not the best quality, I'd like to think I've improved when I'm making my videos, especially since I was gifted the GoPro. But look at the scenery, it's just stunning. This is what winter in Northumberland is all about. Snow, blue sky, bit of cloud for texture, and rolling hills. Just make sure you're prepared for the weather. Yes, so yeah, make sure you're prepared for the weather. Today I always bring out you know, my waterproofs and such like. Today I've got my emergency blanket just in case anything happens and I'm stuck out here. I've got my thermal leggings on underneath my hiking leggings. I've got several layers. I've got my buff, I've got my waterproof winter jacket, I've got my gaiters on, I've got my hiking boots on, my woolly socks, and yeah, my hat, etc. And I've got my micro spikes like I said earlier. I think it's just important to be prepared for any eventuality. I've got my flask of hot coffee, I've got some wraps, chicken wraps, so I've got food, I've got a little bit of chocolate, although Andy and I are both on diets. We're doing that calorie deficit thing and so far it's going really well, but I have got a little couple of squares of chocolate brownie which I've put on my app. I'm finding it quite easy actually. I'm not really missing anything because I can basically, as long as I keep within my calories, you know, and I have my fruit and veg and bits and bobs and protein and fibre and things, you know, I can have treats, which is quite nice. I'm not going to get on that whole diet subject because I'll just say, hey, live, you've only got one life, live it how you see fit. But yeah, I put a little bit of timber on over the Christmas and it's actually come off and more, so yeah. And I'm just getting out in the hills just to get some training done for doing my trail in April, the African Tailway, so I'm looking forward to that. So it looks like that lovely cloud is going to come right over the top of me. I've managed to find this little track. I was down there before and it was knee deep. It's took some getting through. I think I've only done 3.5 miles in an hour and a half, 2 hours. It's taken ages, but yeah, that weather is coming over the top. Yeah, it's lovely. You've got to keep your wits about you, like, for the holes. Lots of holes. Look, it's coming over. It's covering the sun. Oh, it's just gorgeous, man. This is what I wanted. I wanted snow and I darn well got it. Look at that. Look at the sky. Oh, it's a good day to be alive. Looks like there's a bit of wind on the top of the hills. That is Hogden Low, and over there behind this little hill is Cushat Low. In fact, it's in the cloud high up. Here it comes. Bit of snarl. So yes, having a lovely day. Ah, just the best, innit? I thought I was coming down with a cold on Wednesday. Felt shabby as anything, but I managed to whack the Beecham's into us, and hopefully, fingers crossed, it's going. I'm just a little bit snotty. It's a cold, it's winter. Oh, there you go, look. There he is. Rollo, Snowlow Rollo. So I'm just walking down this track, and I think I've decided, instead of going right down to Low and High Bleakhope, because I have done a video on that area when I went to Davison's Lane from here. I could have gone to Davison's Lane, but I set off too late. It's not enough time because it's quite a distance from here. It's probably another 9 or 10 mile, and then you've got to walk back. That one I did was 20 mile when I did it last summer. So if you check in my backlog of videos, there is a video where I went to Davison's Lane from Ingram. Beautiful route. It's a long route, but it's gorgeous. Not a one to be done today. You know, I won't have enough time. So what I'm going to do, just been looking around, and I'm going to go follow this track down here to the left. I'm going to go along to Uwitley Shank, and then I'm going to head back down over the Hillfort Trail of Ingram, which is lovely, and there's plenty nice hills. You know, it's a lot of ups and downs, but it's a nice route. So yeah, I've changed my plan, and that's the beauty of being out hiking. You can change your plan to suit whatever you're feeling like at the time. But look at the blue sky. That's just appeared after that cloud went over. Got a little bit of snow in it, but I'm cosy, wrapped up. Rollo's fine. He is running around like a lunatic. Loves the snow. Right, catch you in a bit. Okay, so we've come along here, and instead of going up that way, which will take you to Low Bleakhope and High Bleakhope, we are going to take a left on this track. Now you can't really see the track very much, but that's where it goes, and I'm going to go up and around the back there. It just keeps coming over. Snowy. It's lovely. Lovely. Look at that. It's very icy, and the snow's quite deep. Some parts is like knee deep when you're having to trudge through it. It's quite hard, like coming through the snow. I remember last year I went up onto Hedge Up and had to turn back because it was too deep. It was waist deep in places, but I mean, that's Hedge Up. There's a few cars down at the end of the valley, and I think they must all be up at Linnup Spout. But I tend to try and keep away from Linnup Spout as best I can, unless it's later on at night when everybody's gone home. Right, let's crack on. Rollo, we might have a little bit of lunch shortly. What do you reckon, mate? A little bit of lunch soon?
Yes.
just so nice, the peace and quiet. I've just sat down here for a little while, just listening to the water running under the little bridge. It's just beautiful. It's so sheltered. There's not a soul around. I haven't seen anybody, not a soul. So we're going to head up here now, back up onto the top and get some more views. But this is beautiful down in this little valley. Just gorgeous. I'm just going to check on the map and see what this burn's called. I've got a feeling it's the start of Shankburn, but I'll just double check. Yes, this is Shankburn. I thought it was, because I've literally just followed Forburn and Shankburn up the valley towards Hogden Law. So yes, right, we're going to head up this hill now and have something to eat at the top, I think. Ta-ta for now. So that's Hewitley Shank Farm. We've just come out from the woods and now we are going along the farm track and back up onto the hills to follow one or maybe two of the hill fort trails. I don't know if the camera's going to pick this up, but the moon's up. Looks amazing. I can hear the buzzards. All the big hills are covered in clag now. The clouds come down, but it's just beautiful. It's so peaceful. I'm having a lovely, lovely hike today, as per usual. And so is Rollo. Mind, I'm peckish, so we're going to stop for lunch. Climbing up this hill from Hewitley Shank, and over in the distance you've got Cunyon Crags and Dunmore Hill, and then across to Little and Big Steindrop, Hedgehogs in the Cloud, and then across behind Hewitley Shank you've got Shilmore, and then over this way is Cushick Law, heading up to the ridge onto Cushick Law, and this one in front of me is Hogden Law, and we are just heading up here to Shepherd's Cairn, where we will take a left and head along the tops back to Ingram. And I've put my buff on my face, because the wind has just been blown through that little valley there. So yeah, we're going to stop up here and have something to eat. I'm bloody starving. I'm hungry now. Right, let's rock and roll. Right, so we're just coming to the point where we're going to turn left. I'm going to show you the Shephiots Cairn if it's not buried in snow. Now, I did a hike from Alnham Church a couple of years ago, and there's a video all about the info on the Shephiots Cairn and the reasons behind it. I see cows. Uh-oh, have I got to go through that cow field, Rollo? Oh, we'll just do it. So this is the signpost for you at Shank and the footpath that takes you down there. You can either go down this fence line or you can do what I did and come down the road. This is a lovely tarmac road when it's not covered in snow. Look at the views, man. I mean, who wouldn't want to come out into the countryside for a walk? It's just beautiful. Right, let's go and find this Shephiots Cairn. And if you look over here, you'll see, I don't know if the camera will pick it up actually, Simonside in the distance. Over there, Simonside's right in the distance over there. Horse-drawn vehicles and animals this way. Okay. So we've come off the main road here and there's a little quad track which I'm following up the fence line. Now the Shephiots Cairn is over on that side of the fence and there's cows in the field. So I should be steering clear of that, I think. If I can't get in, I'll have a look anyway. So we're just trudging up this hill in this, it's probably about shin deep snow, and it's zapping the energy out of us. That's how deep it is. Oh my god. I mean, it's walkable. But it just zaps your energy, like. Just takes it out of you. This 6 mile that I've done so far has taken us 3 hours. Normally it wouldn't take us that long, but because of the ice and the snow, and I've discovered these old boots of mine, my old scarpers are leaking. I knew I should have put my other ones on, but hey ho, never mind. I've got dry shoes in the car when I get back down the valley. Right, let's get cracking and get up this hill. I don't know if you can see it, but the Shephiots Cairn monument is just there with snow on it. It's about 50 metres away from me on the other side of the fence, but there's cows in that field and I'm not going in. I've been before, and that is it's a remembrance cairn for 2 shepherds who lost their lives up here, who came and got stuck in the snow and unfortunately passed away. So that's to commemorate the loss of the hard-working shepherds on this valley. And also there's another monument which I've never managed to find, about a lady who was walking from Alnham over to Ingram, and she also got stuck in the snow and sadly passed away on one of the tops of these hills here, this little cluster here. So I'm slowly making my way up here. It's just beautiful. The sun is back out, shining down and casting glittery diamonds in the snow. Just beautiful. I'm having a lovely day, just raking around, changing my plans all the time and just going where the feeling takes us. And I think for me that's what it's all about. Have a loose plan, be prepared, but if you want to change it, just change it. I do anyway. But then I know these hills like the back of my hand. Doesn't stop you getting into a sticky situation, like, just because I know the, hello son, just because I know that, get down, just because I know the hills. I'm being distracted by a beautiful chocolate Labrador, but look at that behind me. Just amazing to be out in the Northumberland National Park, Ingram. And no, that's not an advert. Whew. Nearly at the top. Oh, and it's shallowed out a bit. But look at the views. Whew. I'm out of breath. The Shepherd's Cairn is just down there in front of those cows on this, on my side. Right, let's get going. We're just going to head over to South Pike Cairn, which is following this fence line and then over the brow of that hill. The clouds come back in. It's just white, Christmas white. Oh, it's just so lovely having snow. I know I've said this a lot through this video, but it's just what I wished for, and I got it. Beautiful. It's nice to not have to go very far from home to get the snow. If you are coming up here, just be careful of the tracks into the valleys because they're icy as anything. I've borrowed the 4-wheel drive from work and I wouldn't have got in my car. So 4-wheel drive only, unless you walk in from, I don't know, Powerburn or Ingram Valley, like Ingram Coffee Shop, or if you wanted to do like Cheviots and stuff, those biggies, go from Wooler. Because the road down Langley Ford is just always frozen. It's terrible. So there you go, last little views of the beautiful snow. I mean, we're bound to have more snow, aren't we, before spring comes, I would imagine. It's getting a bit chilly now. Just beautiful. We're making very slow progress, as you can see. It's a bit deeper up here, but look at the views. Oh. I'm still trudging through this snow. I tell you what it is, I was just thinking as I'm knee deep in it at the minute, it's very deceiving because you see the tufty grass and you think, oh, it's going to be, the grass is there, but no, it's deep. And I was just thinking, I was looking over there thinking, I'm so glad I didn't do the route I was going to do, which was Low and High Bleak Hope across to Davison's Lane, because this has taken me such a long time just to get several miles in today. And do you know what it is? The sun is going to be going down soon. It's 3 o'clock. 3 o'clock. I've been fannying about on the hills, taking videos and trudging through snow, but it's just beautiful and I've had the best time. But yes, I'm glad I didn't go over that way because that probably would have ended in disaster. Yeah, right, let's get on and get down off these hills. Right, we just stopped for a coffee before we head back down into the valley. Oh, it's just beautiful. Look at that behind us. Rollo's living his best life. He is. So we're off-roading it now, back down to the valley. Whoo! And the snow underneath is frozen. Sorry, the snow on top is frozen, so I'm having to bash my way through. But we're nearly, I think there's a path over here. I'd have to keep looking at the map. I'm just trying to get on the path that takes you back down to Alnamore Farm and Hartside. But it's so peaceful. Listen. Nothing. Nothingness. Right, I am going to continue down into nothingness, and I might just leave the video here unless no, actually I'll bring you back down at the bottom because the river's nice down there, so I'll see you in a minute. Or I might never see you again. I could be stuck up here forever. Dun, dun, dun. Hello. So just an update. Totally lost the path. Tried to follow the map. Battery on the phone went dead. Forgot my paper map. Lesson learned. However, it's taken us ages to get down here. It's rough as a knacker. That hasn't been shed. And I've still got a bit to go. I can just see a gate, so I'm heading for the gate. And then down the valley. I know where I am, but it's just so deep. The snow, you can see the tufts of grass. Well, those tufts of grass can sometimes be waist deep in places, so I'm trudging through. Not to be a drama queen like, but you know, it's just tough going. I'm knackered. I'm not ashamed to admit I'm knackered. Right, let's get going. See how far we'll get in the next hour. I mean, I've only got another mile to go, but it's taken us ages. Right, ta-ra for now. Well, hello there, and yes, I'm still on the hills. Look at that sky behind me. Isn't it beautiful? So nice. So we've found a quad track, and it's going to take us back down to the valley. But that was tough on the hips and the legs, having to lift them so high. I haven't lifted my legs that high for many years, since I was a majorette in a jazz band. Yeah, a twirler. I wasn't really, that's totally made up. Right, look at this, man. I just had to show you the last little bit of the hills before I go back to the car. So there you go, a lovely day out in Ingram Valley with me and my little faithful dog Rollo. I need to say thank you, because I hit 1,000 subscribers and I'm blown away. I'm literally blown away. I can't understand how I got 1,000 subscribers. It's amazing. Thank you so much. It means an awful lot to us. 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, that's mental. Like, I know not all of those people, it's the algorithm and not that they don't watch my videos, but 1,000 subscribers, that's kind of good, that. I mean, you know, for an old biddy from Northumberland who makes videos about hiking and wild camping, that's not bad, is it? So yeah, I mean, I didn't think I'd get 50 or 100 subscribers, and when the 100 came, it was like, whoa. And now 1,000, so thank you so much. I'd love to do a big speech, but my face is freezing and my eyelids are frozen open. So I'm going to end this video here, and I'm going to wish you all a lovely weekend. Whatever you're doing, take care in the hills, or whatever you're doing while camping, wrap up warm. It's cold out there. So ta-ta for now, and thanks again.
but trust when I say that you got it. I know you've been looking for a breakthrough, trying our best to make do. Every day is something new, but change gon' come, oh yes it's true. Brighter days are straight ahead. Follow me, won't be misled. Just look up, don't hang your head, and we'll get to the promised land. Somebody loves you, please don't forget such. Take your time, no need to feel rushed. We gon' shine somehow one day. Word to O'Shea, today's been a good day. Don't let one bad apple spoil the tree. The fruits of our labor seem ripe, can't you see? A little insight so they'll never dim your light. Been wrong for too long, this here feels so right. Leave your fears in the rear view, right now on the mission, trying to stay the course on this road.